Okay. Okay po. So, good morning everyone. Um, I am the reporter for today and my report is all about the lean manufacturing and just in time. Um, so, let's start with the topic. First, let us learn what lean manufacturing is. So, lean manufacturing is defined as a production philosophy that focuses on minimizing waste within manufacturing systems while simultaneously maximizing productivity. The core goal is to create more value with fewer resources by streamlining processes, reducing inventory, and eliminating any activities that do not add value. So, in short, lean, making it lean, di ba? When we try, parang lean diet, so sa manufacturing, parang doon siya nanggaling na we're uh, trying to minimize all the cost, all the waste para sa pag-manufacture ng isang product para matipid lahat ng pwedeng matipid. Thus, producing better output, better products and services na pwedeng i-produce ng isang production company. So, sa manufacturing, ayun yung trabaho ng managers like us in the production aspect, no? Na they do that na para lahat ng aspect tinitingnan nila from start to finish, makita nila kung ano yung pwede pa nating i-reduce in time, in manpower, in the system, na nakakapag-provide pa rin ng same solution or better solution, better output, sorry, na end product sa consumers. So that is what we call the lean manufacturing. So, the principles of lean manufacturing, there are 5 principles of lean manufacturing. Step one, identify the value. Step two, map the value stream. Step three, create flow. Step four, establish pool. And step five, seek perfection. So first, in identifying the value, define what is valuable to the customer and eliminate anything that doesn't contribute to that value. So, easy to understand naman siya. Kailangan lang natin malaman kung ano yung valuable dun sa end consumer, sa customers, sa ah, tumatangkilik ng produkto na pinoproduce in a manufacturing company. So, they need to find ano ba yung value nito para sa mga taong magko-consume nito. Then, kung ano yung mga hindi naman nakakatulong or excess lang sa in the process of producing that, pwede na nilang i-cut off yon para matipid yung, para nga maging lean yung pag-produce nila ng products. Then next, yung value stream, identify and map all the activities that contribute to producing a product or service and eliminate waste. Doon naman sa value stream, chine-check nila yung lahat ng proseso, iniisa-isa, then kung ano yung pwede nilang i-eliminate na pwedeng wasteful na lang, or baka overproduce, yung mga ganong bagay, pwede nilang tignan yon, then ika-cut off na lang din yun para maiwasan pag, yung mga waste. So, later na yung waste. Number 3 is flow. Flow is to ensure that the processes flow smoothly with minimal interruptions, delays, or bottlenecks. So, dito pumapasok yung sa mga production, yung sa equipment, sa mga ginagamit nilang materials, na ma-ensure nila that yung flow is smoothly flowing. Yung walang nagiging hindrance, walang nasisira, walang kailangan ng maintenance all the time. So, dapat yung mga ganong bagay, nare-reduce nila dahil malaking effect yon once na kahit isang equipment lang within the production, halimbawa sa pag-produce ng biscuits na lang, kung yung cooling system nila magkaroon ng problem, hindi naku-cool agad yung galing sa kunyari yung crackers na may palaman. 'Di ba yung palaman nun mainit ilalagay sa cracker before siya ilalagay sa balot. So, pag nilagay yung mainit na palaman, dadaan pa siya sa cooling system before siya ibabalot. So, dun pa lang sa cooling system, kung may problema, magsa-stop yung operation. Malaking epekto sa production kasi time, effort, and money ang magkukos sa company. So, dapat lahat ng flow is sure na ano bang tawag doon? Ang term nun? Yung maayos, yung in perfect condition, yung mga equipment na ginagamit nila. And number 4, pool. They should establish pool. Implement a pool system where products are only made or moved when there is customer demand, avoiding overproduction. So dito naman, instead of, 'di ba may ibang companies kasi before na talagang overproducing ng ng goods, especially sa mga yung everyday consumption ng mga tao. Ngayon may mga ibang company na nag-i-implement sila ng lean manufacturing na kung kailan lang may demand or kung gaano lang karami talaga yung magiging demand for this month, ayun lang yung ipoproduce nila, or kung may demand lang from this certain company, tsaka lang nila gagawin yung products para maiwasan din yung mga BO or yung tinatawag natin na mga pull out. Ayun. So, last is imperfection. Continuously strive for improvement in every aspect of production to approach perfection in quality, efficiency, and cost. Imperfection, syempre, ito, hindi naman agad nila ito makukuha. This is a continuous process. Yung everyday process nila, tinitingnan nila kung saan pa nila pwedeng i-improve each step. And slowly, one by one, pwede nilang i-reduce yung dapat i-reduce, ayusin yung dapat ayusin until they come to perfection na kung paano nila magagawa more efficiently or mapoproduce more efficiently ang isang product. So next, so after the principles of lean manufacturing, let's go to the types of waste or muda kung tawagin nila. Yun. There are 7 wastes of lean manufacturing. First is the transportation. Second, the inventory. Third, motion. Fourth, waiting. Fifth, overproduction. Sixth, overprocessing. And the last one is defects. So, sa transportation, yung waste sa poor product, poor document, raw material flow, lahat ng mga related sa pag-transport from raw materials up to the output itself, nagko-cost yun yung um, sa transportation, meron siyang cost na ginagastos in transporting those raw materials to the manufacturer and transporting it out to the consumer. So, yung waste na ito, yung sa transport, yung mga necessary na movement na pwede nilang i-reduce, pwede nilang tanggalin na sa process. Kasi minsan, di ba, um, pag pag hindi kasi lean yung production, pwedeng over yung pag-transport ng raw materials, mag-o-order sila ng sobra-sobra. Then, yung sumobra, matatambak lang, or pag kulang naman, pwedeng magpapa-transport na naman sila ng another. So, additional cost siya for the transportation. So, yung mga ganong bagay, kailangan nilang i-sure para isahan na lang yung pagpapadala. For the inventory, so kung meron kang more inventory than needed for the job or for the production, matatambak lang sa iyo yung pwedeng matambak lang sa iyo yung raw materials, or kung hindi naman pala ganoon karami yung needed ni customer, matatambak lang din sa iyo yung yung stocks mo. Then next is motion, any movement of people or machine that does not add value. Kaya yung iba nagbabawas ng tao kasi minsan may mga naman talaga trabaho na redundant na lang. Pwedeng ito nagagawa na ng isang machine. So may ibang pwede nang alisin. Pwede nilang ilipat na lang siguro ng ibang department or what. Basta mabawasan nila yung motion, mas makakatipid yung company doon. So that's becoming a waste in their part. Kasi gumagastos sila for something that is not useful. Then waiting or idle time resulting from waiting for materials and information. Pwedeng ito sa waiting time na halimbawa naghingi na ng product si customer or nag-book na ng order. Then yung raw materials mo naman is nagkaroon ng problem, na delay. Yung idle time na yon magkakaroon din ng problem. So that's a waste din for the production itself. And overproduction naman, making too much too early and faster than required by the next process. Ayun nga yung sinasabi ko kanina na pag nag-overproduce, puwedeng sobra-sobra na yung mapo-produce mo, then wala ka ng pagbabagsakan ng products, matatambak na lang sa'yo. Mag-aano din kasi siya, eh, magkakain din siya ng space sa warehouse mo or sa ano mo, sa kung saan mo man ini-store yung products mo. Then over-processing, unnecessary procedures, undefined customer requirements, making extra copies. So yung mga ganitong bagay na pwede namang i-reduce na lang or pwedeng isa na lang, isang process na lang, isang procedure na lang, pwede na nilang bawasan yun kasi that's a waste in their part. And of course, yung defects. Alam naman natin lahat na lahat ng defect is waste na ng company or anong tawag sa kanya doon? Anong tawag dun sa accounting, sa accounting firm? Kumbaga para siyang bad debt. So, yung defects is, na talaga, tapon na ng company. So, that's a waste of their cost, time, effort, and energy. So, those are the 7 wastes of lean manufacturing. Now, let's look at the lean manufacturing tools and techniques. Excuse me. First, yung Kaizen na tinatawag or it is a continuous improvement through small incremental changes. So, Kaizen is like this. Yung process niya, sa start, you have to identify the waste, then yung reality check, eliminate unnecessary non-value added and plan countermeasures, then reality check, make changes kung may kailangan i-modify dun sa process nila, verify yung change kung tama ba, kung sapat ba, then measure the results kung pareho ba or mas maganda ba yung resulta sa change na ginagawa nila, make the standard, celebrate, do it again, document kung ano yung ginawa nyo, then repeat it ng continuous improvement, little by little. Yun yung Kaizen, parang ano siya, non-stop siya na looking at how to improve, how to reduce waste para mas maging efficient yung production, mas mabilis, better result, better output. And next, yung 5S naman na technique is organizing the workspace. Ayun yung, kahit sa school, di ba, meron tayo before yung 5S. So sa kanila, meron din sort, set in order, shine, standardize, and sustain. Itong 5S naman, mostly ginagawa siya sa mga tao. Sila yung tinuturuan nito how to apply it in their everyday work. Yung pagsasort, pag-set in order, pag-shine, standardize, sustain, where sort is to eliminate unnecessary items from the workspace, set in order, arrange items so that they are easy to use, find and put away, shine, keep the items and work area neat and clean, standardize, create a consistent approach to tasks and procedures, sustain, make a habit of maintaining the correct procedures. So, this is a personal, parang ayun nga sa mga employees siya ginagawa yung change na to na sinasanay sila to be organized in what they do, to be clean, para low maintenance na, para yung hindi na magkaroon ng recurring na pagkakamali na mga reject or any mistake within the production area, even sa pag-manage ng mga equipment, 'di ba? Kasi isang pagkakamali mo lang doon is malaking kawalan na for the company. Next is the Kanban technique or the Kanban tool. Okay, wait, ayaw mag-open ng link ko. Kanban. Ayan. So, this is Kanban. Ito naman yung visual, hindi ko pa nabasa. Kanban is a visual scheduling system that helps manage the flow of materials in a pull system. So, Kanban, ito yung gumagawa sila ng visual ng scheduling na kung ano yung priority nila. Meron ba silang back orders? Ayun yung priority nila. Then, kung meron silang mga work in progress, merong need i-validate or need i-recheck, then kung kompleto na. So, pag-organize ito in a way ng yung inventory nila. Inaayos nila kung alin na ba yung okay na, alin ba yung meron tayong backlogs, alin yung kailangan pa natin i-improve, alin yung kailangan pa natin i-double check, alin yung pwede na for for delivery. So that is the Kanban technique. And the last one is the value stream mapping or VSM. This is a tool to analyze and optimize the flow of materials and information in a process. Okay, I click na naman. Ayan. This is an example of value stream mapping, ay, that diagram for value stream mapping. So dito naman, dito siya pumapasok yung mismong production, sa production area, kung meron bang, di ba merong mga machine na ang process niya is 5 minutes, ganyan, bago lumabas yung item, then the next equipment, dito naman dadaan yung items, tapos ilang minutes din dito before mapupunta sa next na equipment. So yung mga ganong process, tinitingnan din nila kung pwede pa ba silang mag-reduce ng time, pwede pa ba silang mag-adjust in any way that they can to make it more lean. So that is the value stream mapping technique. So those are the lean manufacturing tools and techniques na ginagamit in production companies. Next, let's go to the just-in-time manufacturing. So just-in-time is a strategy that strives to reduce inventory levels and improve the flow of production by receiving goods only when they are needed in the production process. The aim is to produce the right quantity of products at the right time and in the right place. So, just in time, para siyang made to order production. Pag may order si customer, tsaka ko palang gagawin to reduce the excessive cost, excessive overproduction, yung mga ganong bagay. So that is what just-in-time simply means. So the key features of just-in-time is inventory reduction, wherein they minimize raw materials and finished goods inventory. Demand-driven, so this is production based on actual customer demand and not forecast. So yun nga yung sinasabi ko kanina na kailangan may order muna si customer before nila ipoproduce yung item. Marami na rin companies na gumagawa ng ganitong strategy para hindi sila nasasayangan ng stocks. And 'di ba yung iba pag overproduction, isinisale na lang nila yung mga items. Ayun siguro yung iniiwasan nila na masayangan lang sila ng inventory. Third is yung supplier relationships, close collaboration with suppliers to ensure timely and quality deliveries. So, maraming gumagawa nito para yung exclusivity or even if not exclusivity, at least they maintain the yung kung ano lang, ito lang yung kaya naming i-produce for the time being, kung ano lang yung demand mo, yun lang. Para mabigay yung quality and yung timely na service or products na kailangan ng isang company. And last is yung continuous flow. It is a smooth, uninterrupted flow of production. Syempre, kung kukuha ka lang ng kung ano lang yung order ni customer, mas madali kasi bilang mo na, alam mo na kung ano yung dapat i-produce. So, yung flow, hindi ka na mangangapa. Continuous na lang. All set dapat every time na magpo-produce ka kasi alam mo na kung ano lang yung kailangan mo. Next, the benefits of JIT or just in time is first to lower inventory costs, obviously, because reduced space and holding costs for materials. Next, improved cash flow. Since mas maliit yung kailangan mong, less money tied up in inventory, mas maliit yung kailangan mong ilabas na puhunan for the raw materials dahil kung ano lang yung kailangan ni customer, ni consumer, yun lang yung ipoproduce mo. So, mas maliit din yung kailangan mong ilabas every time na gagawa ka. Takto lang. Third is yung faster response to demand. So, there's the ability to quickly adjust to changing customer needs. Since gumagawa ka lang every time na magde-demand ang customers mo, pwede kang mag-adjust according to their need. Kung meron silang gustong ipabago or gustong ipa-add or anything na gusto nilang ipa-modify in the product that you produce, pwede mo pang ma-modify according to their demand. Kasi nga, saktuhan lang yung gawa mo, hindi ka manghihinayang na, meron pa akong ganito, meron pa ako nung previous order mo. So, ayun. Fourth is yung higher product quality. which is less chance for defects due to smaller batch sizes and more frequent checks, which is totoo naman dahil mas konti yung chances na magkaroon dito ng mga mistakes, magkaroon ng mga um, defect kasi nga yung sobrang small batch lang yung pag-produce mo, mas maraming yung quality control mas matututukan siya. Kaya mas less talaga yung magiging waste in this kind of manufacturing, the just-in-time manufacturing. Next is yung kung may benefits, meron naman din challenges ang just-in-time. So the challenges is yung supply chain disruptions. So JIT requires reliable suppliers. Any delay in supply can halt production. So since sobrang made to order ka nga, kailangan yung supplier mo rin is consistently makakapag-produce anytime you need it. Kaso kung hindi reliable yung supplier mo, magkakaproblema ka in producing what your customer needs because wala kang pagkukuhaan. Unless meron kang other options, kung wala kang pagkukuhaan, magkakaroon ka ng delay, doon ka naman masisira sa ano mo, sa customer mo. Second is less buffer stock. So since wala ka nga, limited inventory means no cushion for unexpected changes in demand. So dahil nga wala kang naka-buffer ng mga stock mo, sobrang limited yung kung ano yung meron ka. Kung may, halimbawa, si customer, kailangan sinabihan kanya na, kailangan ko ng 100,000 pieces of this type of product. Kaso biglang nag-adjust, biglang nagkaroon ng, kailangan pa lang nila ng times 2 or kailangan pala nila ng another 10% of that quantity. Then wala ka namang maiproduce kasi hindi ka naman nagpapasobra. That is the problem. Kung sakali lang na may ganong mga changes. And the third challenge is yung dependency on supplier reliability. So if a supplier fails to deliver on time, the whole system is affected. Kagaya nga, this is connected din dun sa disruption. So kung magkaroon ng failure from the supplier's side, ikaw mismo yung affected, the whole system. Kasi wala kang ipoproduce kung wala kang raw materials. So, now, lean manufacturing versus JIT. Lean manufacturing is a broader philosophy that focuses on eliminating all types of waste, while JIT is a specific approach within lean that focuses primarily on inventory management and timing of production. So meaning, lean manufacturing, siya yung mother, then si JIT is just under branch lang ni lean manufacturing. Si JIT nakapokus siya sa inventory management and sa timing ng production, while in manufacturing, now oversee niya lahat. Sakop niya lahat from the start to finish nga. Si JIT focus siya sa inventory management and sa timing ng production. But they both have the common goal. They both aim to improve efficiency, to reduce costs, and create value for customers, of course. And kagaya nga nung, as mentioned earlier, relationship between lean and JIT. JIT is a subset of lean manufacturing focused specifically on inventory and production timing, while lean manufacturing provides the broader framework for waste reduction across all areas of production. Sa JIT, nagpa-fine-tune siya ng production to respond to real-time customer demand. Si lean, across all areas of production, hindi lang sa inventory, hindi lang sa real-time customer demand, kundi sa lahat ng procedure, pati yung pag-reduce niya ng yung time ng bawat equipment, ng tao, ng ng raw materials, yung mga ganong bagay. So broad, ayun lang naman yung nila, yung difference nila. So, to give you an example of real-world examples of lean and JIT, so si Toyota is a pioneer of both lean manufacturing and JIT, revolutionizing the automotive industry by reducing inventory and ensuring just-in-time delivery from suppliers. So si Toyota, kung mapapansin niyo, di ba kapag uh, nag-purchase ka sa kanila ng sasakyan before, meron sila lang readily made na mga sasakyan. Ngayon, kailangan mo pang hihintayin mo yung ano nila, 'di ba? Yung pagdating nung in-order mo na unless meron sila nung available na kung ano yung itsura, ano color. Yes? Sorry. May
Ay, wala. Hindi, okay lang. Kanina may mga raise hand ako sa mga previous topic.
Ay, I'm
But it's
sorry,
okay.
hindi ko
Later na
nakita.
lang. No, no, it's okay. No, later na lang. Oo.
Okay po,
But to give you the
sorry.
idea, no, no, it's okay. No worries. But to give the idea, in addition to your Toyota, parang couple of days, we've been in Toyota, parang ang by order lang nila was hybrid. Tama ba? Yung mga on hybrid
Right
lang daw yata
now.
nila yung for indent order nila. Pero yung mga regular nila, like yung mga yung mga common model nila, parang it was
Mm-hmm.
readily available. Unlike pag may mga kulay, like puti, parang pag mga
Mm-hmm.
puti yata, parang they're going, parang it's like an PO, parang ipa-purchase order daw
Mm-hmm.
yata nila to. It takes around one week or 2 weeks yata, depende pag puti. Kasi parang it was special price yata ito, may additional kasing 15,000 yata or 20,000 kapag ang
Mm-hmm.
gusto mong kulay is puti. Then other than that, parang based dun sa seminar nila na umattend ako one time, if it is hybrid model, yung kukunin mo, kasi yun yung ano ngayon eh, yun yung trend ngayon eh, mga hybrid. Also to
Mm-hmm.
help the sustainability in the country or sa environment natin, is ini-indent yata nila ito. Yeah, my
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yun lang naman.
Yes, thank you.
Thank
Thank you, Miss
you.
Reggie, for that input. Helpful siya. Kasi, ayun, lalo ngayon meron tayong mga hybrid. So, mas nag-ano sila, mas into yung made to order sila. Dati kasi, mostly kasi kay Toyota yata, almost always readily available nila. Yung mga Vios, yung pang ano, service, yung ano yan, economy car na tinatawag nila. Yun talaga, yung mostly readily available na ano nila, na vehicles nila. But dun sa mga higher, ano, mga luxury car, mga ganon, or, anong tawag dun? SUVs, and yan, especially hybrid cars, dahil ngayon pa lang siya nagpo-produce, or recently lang nagkaroon ng mga ganyang bagay. So, yung mga ganon is made to order talaga. Kung meron lang order, tsaka lang nila maghihintay ka. Pero hindi naman ganun katagal yung hihintayin mo kasi for sure, meron naman na silang available na parts dun sa kung saan nila pinoproduce yon. But still, ipoproduce lang nila kung kailangan na ng tao, kung meron ng demand. So, thank you for that, Miss Reggie. And then next naman is yung Dell. Ito si Dell talagang ano, they implemented JIT to build custom computers based on actual customer orders, reducing inventory costs and improving flexibility. So kung familiar kayo with Dell or naka-try na kayong mag-inquire sa laptops nila or sa computers or anything na ano nila, pinoproduce nila. Kasi before nag-inquire ako ng Dell. Then, totoo nga na ano sila, ganito sila, made to order. Yung kung according sa kung gaano kataas na specs yung gusto mo. So, kasi susundin nila eh, yung ano, i-customize nila according dun sa need mo. Yung gusto mong ma-produce na laptop. So, ayun naman yung good thing kay Dell. Kaso nga lang, syempre, yung waiting time lang talaga. Kung willing to wait ka para makuha mo yung desired specifications mo, then why not, di ba? Yun naman yung pinangangalagaan ni Dell and yun yung maganda sa kanya na sa paggamit niya ng just in time. Kasi yung mga customization, and meron na rin ibang companies na gumagawa ng ganun. Ngayon, even sa shoes, di ba si Nike, meron na rin siyang yung nagpapa-customize or ikaw yung design your own shoes online na pwede kang mag-send sa kanila ng desired design mo. So, ina-adapt na rin nila yung ganong para syempre meron pa rin silang mga normal na mga design, hindi naman mawawala yun kasi tinatangkilik naman sila ng mga tao. Pero meron silang custom made na talagang kung ano lang yung para since mahilig tayo sa personalization or customization, gusto natin tayo lang yung meron ng something na ganito or gusto natin ng design ng anak natin or kung sino man, di ba, yung ganun. So, that is something to make them unique too. Ayun lang naman. So, anyone who wants to add or share?
Miss Verna,
Okay. Ay, hi, Miss Jonah.
oo, i-ano ko lang, i-share ko how me to order applies sa SM. If familiar kayo,
Mm-hmm.
yung mga home, alam ko isa ka sa umorder doon, no? Tama ba? Yung mga
Yung alin?
mga foam sa bed, yung mga
Mhm.
mattress, ganon. Made to order yon. Pwede tayo mag-made to order, especially kung yung size na kinukuha mo or yung binibili mo wala. Kasi sa laki ng mga foam
Mhm.
at saka mga sofa, pwede yun ipa-made to order. Yung supplier doesn't need to produce that much, di ba? Kasi nakaka-occupy rin sila ng space. Kaya yung ang applicable na ginagawa nila, may mga brochure sila for you to choose from. And then from there, gagawin ng supplier. Hindi sila magpo-produce ng ganong karaming quantity ng item. Tapos, hindi rin masyado
Mhm.
nakaka-occupy ng space dahil yung yung ang tawag dito, yung bibili, sure buyer na yon kapag nagpa-made to order siya. So,
Hmm.
magandang talaga siya. Magandang options para sa mga bumibili. Kaya kung may gusto kayong sofa or anything na kaya naman siyang i-made to order,
Mhm.
i-order siya. May brochure lang for you to choose from. Ganun.
Meron na rin palang
Ganun siya
ganun
sa
sa
retail. Kasi
industry.
manufacturing usually yun, di ba? Applicable rin siya sa retail. Sa SM particularly. Sa home.
Wow, meron na rin palang gano'n, o 'di ba? Actually, malaking tulong siya tsaka 'di ba 'pag Miss Jonah, yung kunyari sa department store na yung pag-display nila nung mga nila, nung mga products nila, 'di ba may bayad yun, parang may puwesto lang per square meter ba? Hindi ko lang
Oo,
sure kung
may square meter lang. Pero kung may made to order ka, makakabenta ka ng ganong karami nang hindi mo kailangan mag-rent ng ganong kalaking space, di ba?
ayun, tama. So ayun, talagang marami ng gumagamit pala
Alam ko
talaga
ito
ng
si Miss
ganyan.
Ana nasa bumili siyang sofa sa SM.
Mhm. So na-experience ni Miss Ana yung gano'n?
Foam, whether foam nyo sa mga bed nyo, mga mattresses, yan, applicable yan. So, you don't have
Hmm,
to choose kung ano yung available. Pwede kang pumili kahit wala dun sa in person. Tapos yun yung i-deliver.
okey, maganda, maganda siya kasi makukuha mo din yung desired mo 'no, yung ilang seater yung gusto mo,
Oo.
anong
Ang maganda doon, hindi on the side of the yung tawag dito supplier or yung company, hindi niya kailangan mag-rent ng ganong kalaking storage room.
yes, malaking
Yun.
tipid sa kanila yun, sa
Mm.
cost nila,
Yes, ganun siya sa
yun.
retail side.
Thank you Miss Jonna for that, info. Marami kaming natututunan ngayon. Ayan, so anyone else? If
Hello?
not, yes,
Ay,
Miss Reggie.
i-add ko lang dun sa ano ba yon?
Sure.
Lean of Ways?
Mhm.
Yung kanina? To add back
Yes.
lang. Mabilis lang naman to.
Go.
That was actually one of the best example that time was the pandemic. Alam mo
Mhm.
ba that during pandemic, I mean not thousands and hundreds of containers, pero ang daming overstock kami noon kasi we expect that we have a very good year for that year. I mean, the 2019 was the best year yata.
Mhm.
I don't know to Miss Jonaline about sales in SM. Alam ko 2019 was the best year talaga eh. Ang ganda ng
Oo,
figure nung
yun
taon na
yung
yun eh.
namin.
And then
Mhm.
suddenly we all shocked. You know why? Because of the pandemic happens
Correct.
around early in the 2020. But then,
Yeah.
we are overstocked that time. Imagine mo, millions of millions ang value ng mga imported nating mga item, di ba, na siniship from different countries. So, biglang
Mhm.
nagkaroon ng shutdown. Alam mo yon ng lockdown, should I say. Tapos sino yung mga
Mhm.
customer na kukuha sa amin, di ba? Since walang nga transaction, alam mo
Yes.
yon. So overstock, ang taas ng, I mean, yung supply, napakadami, pero walang demand for that, di ba? But the good thing kasi
Mhm.
was, hindi nagde-depreciate agad-agad, in particular yung produkto ni Wilcon. Kasi it's construction
Hmm.
materials. So,
Yes.
yun yung advantage niya. So, nakita ko din
Wala
kasi
siyang
dun sa
expiry
mga,
date.
oo, hindi siya nagkakaroon ng expiry. Siyempre, maliban sa mga pintura, maliban sa mga
Yes.
no more nails, yung mga ginagamit nating liquid, ayan, meron yan.
Mhm.
Pero when it comes sa mga fixtures, sanitary ware, houseware, furniture, tiles, wala yan. Pero yun nga lang, syempre, imagine the warehousing management. 'Di ba? Imagine kung
Yes.
ilang container yung dumating from different countries for you to be able to sell it out kasi expect mo na magiging, alam mo yon, the 2019 was best. expect mo na maganda ang magiging demand, maganda ang forecast ng 2020, but so happen on March yata nagsimula yan eh.
Yes.
Parang March nagkaroon na ng announcement yung government.
March
So,
16 yata nag-start.
Oo, parang ganyan. So parang that was one of the example of yung lean ways. Yung kaninang topic mo. So yun. Kaya yun lang na-relate ko lang naman din. So
Yes,
yeah.
tama. Ang
Thank you.
daming nasayangan nung pandemic.
Nung time na yun. Very unexpected kasi talaga yung announcement.
Mm-hmm.
And yet
Especially
everything
sa
was...
mga non-essentials.
Oo, tama.
Yes. Kasi sa essentials naman, kinulang. Pero sa non-essentials, yun yung tinamaan ng
Yes.
sobra.
Oo, tama. Yeah, yun lang. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Miss Reggie. So, next, we're almost done with the report. So, implementing Lean and JIT. So, these are just the steps for implementation. Simple lang naman siya. First, they have to identify the value from the customer's perspective. Always naman tayo kapag kahit pag magbebenta tayo or nag-iisip tayo, di ba, mag-business or mag-sell ng anything, lagi nating tinitingnan ano ba yung perspective ng customer, ano bang value nito sa ibang tao, kakailanganin ba nila ito, is it valuable for anyone here in this area or in this country, ganon. So we need to identify muna kung may value ba ito in the customer's perspective before mo siya planuhin na i-implement. Then map the value stream and eliminate waste. Ayun nga, yung eliminate natin lahat ng pwedeng sayang lang o hindi naman useful. Implement a pool-based system to match production with demand. So when we say pool system, yun para siyang pabalik. Kukunin mo muna yung order or yung demand ni customer bago mo siya ipoproduce. So yun lang siya. Di ba si push, ikaw muna mapoproduce and tsaka mo siya ipupush sa mga customer. Wherein yung pool, from the customer, yung demand muna bago mo siya gagawin para walang sayang sa pinoproduce mo. Fourth is engage suppliers in the JIT process for timely deliveries. Siyempre, kailangan natin to na kailangan si supplier is aware siya kung kailan mo kailangan itong raw materials na to so that they can supply on time. Then last is foster a culture of continuous improvement with tools like Kaizen and 5S, which is na-discuss nga natin kanina. So that yung mga tao din is aware kung ano yung tinatry natin i-achieve, which is yung continuous improvement nga and yung consistency sa kung ano yung sa 5S na ginagawa. Kailangan maging consistent ang mga employees. Then yun nga, yung improvement in Kaizen technique. So in conclusion, lean manufacturing and JIT are critical strategies for enhancing operational efficiency and meeting customer demand. Together, they help organizations reduce waste, improve quality, lower costs, and stay competitive. So successful implementation requires commitment, careful planning, and strong supplier relationships. So in not only in production and manufacturing company, but it is also applicable sa atin. Kung if we want to live like lean or just in time na, di ba, nauuso na ngayon yung pagiging minimalist. Parang ganun yun eh. So, that's in the manufacturing side, that's called lean manufacturing. So, that concludes my report. Thank you so much. Any questions or what additional informations before I give the...
Congratulations, you made it.
Thank you, Miss Reggie.
For that.
Kayo.
Tapos ka na. Malapit na kami.
Congratulations. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much. Again, sabi nga ni presenter, no, just in time is an inventory management and action strategy aimed at minimizing waste and optimizing efficiency by receiving goods and materials only as they are needed, reduces inventory holding costs and eliminate overproduction as also shared, no, by your classmates, allowing businesses to adapt swiftly to demand changes. So JIT relies, no, on accurate demanding forecasting, strong supplier relationship, and streamlined operations to ensure time delivery of materials. No, initially, popularized by Toyota nga sabi ni Madam in Japan, and GIT has become a cornerstone of lean manufacturing and supply chain management worldwide. But of course, GIT has benefits and challenges because the GIT approach enhances operational efficiency by reducing store needs and promoting resource allocation based on internet in immediate demand. No? It support cost savings, better cash flow management, and increase quality control by focusing on producing only what is needed. However, GIT also present challenges such as vulnerability to supply chain disruption and need for precise coordination among suppliers. No, a single day can disrupt the entire production process. So making GIT heavily dependent on robust logistic and communication systems. So thank you so much and congratulations.
Thank you po. And next reporter po, ako na rin po mag-share ng screen niya.
Okay.